Over the last weekend, we saw two dynasties being two dynasties. We saw the Spurs beat the NBA champion Cleveland Cavaliers in Cleveland without their point guard Tony Parker and their starting center Pau Gasol. And then we saw the Patriots make their 7th Super Bowl in the Brady Belichick era, beating the Steelers in the AFC Championship. And in this video, I'm going to tell you guys why the Patriots and the Spurs dominated and still continues to dominate the last decade and a half. And before I jump into that, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. But let me stop rambling, guys. Stay tuned, Jay.
I want to go far, there's no stopping. I see them watching, I see them hating. One day I swear I'ma be on the station. Mama, I gotta make moves.
Now, I broke it down to 3 specific reasons for these two dynasties, and the number 3 reason is their cultures. Something that I've learned, not just in sports, is that silentness is always the deadliest. It's always the quiet, silent kid that beats up the class clown for making fun of him or something like that. Even your farts, the silent farts are always the ones that blow your face off, and the loud ones are always, they just smell like air. And that's how the Spurs and the Patriots operate. These two franchises are silent killers. Think about the NFL season this year. The Cowboys went 13-3 and the Patriots quietly went 14-2, only losing 1 game with Brady. But all we heard about was Dak Prescott and America's team. Even the last NBA season, the Golden State Warriors went 73-9, breaking the 95-96 Chicago Bulls regular season record, and the San Antonio Spurs quietly went 67-15 and lost 1 game out of 41 at home. That's just incredible. Even this NBA season, all you're hearing about is Golden State Cleveland Part 3, but the Warriors are 38-7, the Cavaliers are 30-13, and the San Antonio Spurs are quietly 35-9 with the 2nd best record. This team moves in silence, and so does the Patriots. It's almost like we're so used to seeing these two teams dominate that they just do it without any extra attention, and they literally just go by the Oakland Raiders slogan, just win. That's just what they do. Number 2. Both teams coaching. Now, this was more of an obvious one because Greg Popovich and Bill Belichick are arguably the 2 greatest coaches of their sports ever. Since Bill Belichick and Greg Popovich entered their teams, they've been to a combined 13 championship games. That basically means it was the Spurs or the Patriots every other year. And for the Patriots side, look at the different type of teams and different type of quarterbacks that Bill Belichick had to try to figure out, from Kurt Warner to Jake Del Home to Donovan McNabb to elusive Russell Wilson, and even getting the upper edge of a Peyton Manning or even a Baltimore Ravens, my Baltimore Ravens and the Steelers. They literally dominate great teams. And from the Spurs side, LeBron said it best. Look at how much the NBA's changed since Greg Popovich and the Spurs won their first championship. From beating teams that played inside out like Patrick Ewing and the New York Knicks and Dominic Shaq and Kobe, to now beating teams like Chris Bosh with the Miami Heat, who were shooting threes at the center position, and the Golden State Warriors, who just a 3-point nightmare. And look at how much players elevate their games when they come to these two teams. Danny Green was known for doing stuff like this before he joined the Spurs. Basically LeBron James, Cameron Payne, but now he's known for breaking the NBA Finals record for the most 3-pointers in a game, until Steph Curry just recently broke it. This AFC Championship, Chris Hogan had one of the best performances in the playoffs so far, and last year in Buffalo, he couldn't even find the ball. So look at how much players elevate their game under these two coaches, man. Number 1, Tim Duncan and Tom Brady. Now, you can have good coaching, you can have a good staff, you can have a good culture, whatever, but if you don't have the players that set that foundation, you will not go there. And these two teams got lucky enough to inherit 2 revolutionary players with Tim Duncan and Tom Brady. Now, any player that joins the Spurs or the Patriots, especially under Greg or Bill, they have to respect them with the utmost respect because the greatest have done it. Tom Brady and Tim Duncan have been so coachable that it makes anybody else that joins that team wants to follow their path because they know it leads to championships. And a lot of it is just luck. The Patriots was able to land somebody as a backup named Tom Brady out of Michigan, who just changed the whole Patriots franchise, and the Spurs was able to get the #1 pick the year Tim Duncan came out of the draft. And these two players changed the whole face of these two franchises, because the Patriots and the Spurs was not known for winning games like they have been without Brady and Duncan. So that's basically the video, man. These two teams had three things that no other team have right now. They have the culture and the reputation of winning and just being quiet and silent and moving and winning. They have the two best coaches in the sport, and they had two players that totally changed the whole face of the franchises. But that's basically the video. And one more thing, look at Julian Edelman and Kawhi Leonard. Julian Edelman is one of the best receivers in the sport. Never do you ever hear his name talked about. Kawhi Leonard is one of the best players in the sport, and I rarely hear Kawhi Leonard when you hear about superstars. So these two teams just move in silence. But that's basically the video. I just wanted to, I know this is a little different because I'm combining football and basketball, but these two teams are literally mirrors of each other. They just win. All they do is win. They don't talk, they just win. They got two coaches that don't talk. It just mirrors of each other, man. It's crazy. But that's the video. If you like the video, like the video. Comment, tell me why the Spurs and the Patriots win. Just let me know. But it's been your boy Miles, man. I am out. Don't shoot, why the white folks wanna pop me?